What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerry, and as you guys know, man, the NBA playoffs are right around the corner. We probably got about like 10 games or maybe less than 10 games left in the season. I don't know right off the back of my head, but I do know the playoffs are right around the corner, and that's what today's video will be on, man. We're gonna be talking about, NBA playoff matchups that we would love to see, man. And we're gonna jump right into it. And this first series that I would love to see is the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. Now, if you've been watching the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks play this season, you know them games done got a little chippy, man. Especially the first time they faced off at the end when Julius Randle, when he got called for that travel. It just seems like the Knicks, they try extra hard. They try extra hard against the Brooklyn Nets, and for good reason. That team, both teams in New York, the New York Knicks has always been the more popular team, and now with Kevin Durant and Kyrie, with them choosing Brooklyn instead of New York, it's a little hostility there, man. So Julius Randle and those young guys, they try extra hard against the Knicks, and a few times they done matched up this year. It's been great basketball to watch. So with this series, man, you get star power with KD, Kyrie, Julius Randle, James Harden. You get star power with all them guys. You get the rivalry. The Brooklyn Nets trying to take over New York, winning the championship this year. And then you got the New York Knicks. They trying to defend that. They trying to defend their title as the team of New York. So, that would be a fun series to watch. I think it would be entertaining. And I also think it would be very competitive, man, especially if you've been watching these teams, face off with each other in the regular season. The Knicks take their game to a whole different level against them guys. So I think that'll be a fun playoff series to watch. And this next series, man, the series everybody's been waiting on this series, man. The Lakers and the Clippers. The Clippers let us down last year by choking that 3-1 in the playoffs last year. They would have ran right into the Lakers. And we could have got that showdown that we wanted, man. And this is kind of like that rivalry in New York. The Lakers have always been the big brothers to the Clippers. The Clippers are a laughing stock, man. They call them the basement team, the basement team, and the Staples Center. So it's just like the Knicks and the Nets. The Clippers, they looking to prove themselves, man. Stephen Ballmer with that, Stephen Ballmer, Ty Lue, they looking to get a ring this year. Prove that they're not the basement team. And then, you got little narratives in this game, like Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron James. We remember last year when Kawhi Leonard became a Clipper and he dropped that video claiming himself as the king of LA. And, we all know, what does LeBron call himself? He called himself King James. So, it was a little bit of shade thrown in, like, man, if these guys meet in the playoffs, it's going to be crazy. And then we got little glimpses of it, like when they met up in the regular season last year, the opening night game, the game on Christmas. So, we done seen some great battles between the Clippers and the Lakers, and that was in the regular season. So, we can only imagine what it would be like in a playoff series, and it will be a thing to behold. And a lot of that's an opportunity for a lot of guys' legacies to be proven. Specifically, LeBron James and Kawhi Leonard. If them guys met in the playoffs, even LeBron James on the back end of his career, I think it's a lot riding on both of their legacies, but mainly Kawhi Leonard. A lot of people say that his rings didn't have, his 2 rings don't have, a big amount of pressure on him. A big amount of pressure on them. Like they say, when he played in San Antonio, he wasn't the best player on that team. They said he wasn't even a focal point of the offense. He was a 4th option. A lot of people say that. And then Toronto, they say, he ran into a Warriors team that was full of injuries. So, if Kawhi Leonard can knock out LeBron James this year and get to the finals and win, that'd be huge for him. So, the Lakers and the Clippers, that's probably the one I would love to see the most, man, because it's the battle at LA, man. And this next series, the 76ers and the Celtics. Now, the Celtics have eliminated the 76ers a couple of times in the past, man, like over the last 3 or 4 years. I think they done got the 76ers like twice, and last year I believe they swept them, or they gentlemen swept them. But I don't think, out of all those years, I don't think this is the Philly team. I don't think this is the Philly team that I don't think the Philly teams in the past is as good as the one they got today. With the amount of shooters they got today, like Seth Curry and Danny Green, I think it'll be a totally different series, especially with the way the Celtics have been especially with the way the Celtics have been struggling this season. So I think we'll get a very entertaining series with that one, especially with all the little player rivalries that they have, like, Ben Simmons and Jason Tatum. I wouldn't say that they're, big rivals, but, they like to, they like to duel each other on the court, Ben Simmons and Jason Tatum. So just a lot of little individual matchups like that. And, man, that's like really these guys are the future of our league, man. So we get to see these guys battle it out at early stages in their career. And I think it'll be a fun series to watch, man. I would love to see the 76ers and the Celtics this season, this postseason, I should say. So, that's our third one, man. Moving on to our fourth one, the Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. Now, the Bucks have completely, I wouldn't say completely, but they have made some tweaks to their team this year. The most noticeable one, picking up Drew Holiday. He's been playing great basketball for them this year. And Giannis, man. Giannis, I don't know if you guys been watching him, man. They have, the media hasn't really been talking about him much, but, he's looking better this year. And I think he's getting a little bit better at shooting that trey ball. He's probably not where he want to be, but he almost there. So I think, he's going to, a lot better this year. And then the Miami Heat struggled this year too. But you never know what to expect from them in the playoffs. And they beat the brakes off Milwaukee in the playoffs last year. So, I think a rematch between those two teams, Giannis gets to prove himself. And then the Miami Heat, they get to sneak up on us again like they did last year. So, Jimmy Butler versus, Giannis and his crew, that's always a great playoff series. And I think that'll be a good series for Giannis to, prove himself, man. Because that's something Giannis hasn't done yet in the postseason. Is prove himself. So because he goes from like an MVP in the regular season to like an all-star man, I sound like Max Keller, man. I'm not even trying to, but he plays like an all-star come postseason. So, that's going to be a real interesting series to watch. So, I hope we can be blessed with that one again. And, the last series, man, the series that I would love to see in the finals is the Brooklyn Nets versus the LA Lakers. It's just way too many narratives. You got the LeBron versus Kyrie narrative, man. Kyrie Irving has been, taking shots and LeBron, like little interviews with the media and stuff. And, they used to be, they won a championship together in Cleveland. Kyrie, he decided to part ways. So, it's kind of like a lot of hostility between Bron and Kyrie. And then, you got the old reliable KD versus LeBron. KD view himself as the best player in the NBA. There's some people out there that view KD better than LeBron. So, them facing off in the NBA Finals again for the fourth time. That'd be amazing. And then you got James Harden, possibly winning his first championship ring. So, and then it just be, they both got great teams, man. They both got great teams. And it'll just be a action-packed NBA Finals. I think that one will go to 7 games. Like right now, at this current state, both teams, I don't know who will win because health is such a big factor right now. Neither one of those teams are 100% healthy. But, man, just think about all the storylines. Just think about all the storylines in that game. Just think about what would happen if LeBron beats that team, and they're fully healthy. Or even if they're not, even if it's just KD and Kyrie or KD and Harden and LeBron beat them, man, it's going to do so many wonders for his legacy, especially at the age of 36 years old. So, so that would be my dreams final. That would be my dream finals right now, man. Comment down below. What playoff series are you looking forward to the most? And who do you want to see in the NBA Finals, man? And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Comment down below, man. Comment down anything if you agree, disagree, what teams you want to see in the postseason, what you want to see in the finals. And then, man, if you really enjoyed the video, man, don't forget to subscribe for more weekly content. We upload every week, once, twice, or 3 times. It just depends on how I go as the NBA go, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So, subscribe, and that's curtains.